So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's superb. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Dybala! And there's an early warning shot across the bow. Oh, that's a key interception. No, that's been intercepted. Rice. And it's Rashford. Tar. Di Lorenzo. Lovely pass, but... Haaland! Oh, it's come loose. Tar. Chouameni, and it's Bellingham. Rashford, can he get it through? It's run loose here, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this, plenty of really nice passing. Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Robertson gets across to intercept that. Chouameni. And it's Neymar. And here's Thuram. Anguissa. Rice. Lazio do have a chance to counter here. Bellingham. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Thuram. Bellingham. Rashford. Oh, red, nice interception.
They've got to make this nice and quick. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he's there to belt it away. Now that's well seen too. So we're still where we started right now. Milinkovic-Savic. And here's Thuram. Bellingham. He has a look up. And the shot! Goal! Metz! The breakthrough strike! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Metz are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Metz have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Takes a shot! Loose ball now. Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Di Lorenzo.
Lazio really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's Bellingham. Thuram, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Dybala. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense on Gisa.
This is the time you need that pace.
Frimpong. And it's Rice. Now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? Di Lorenzo. Here's Dybala. Tchouaméni. Neymar. And Dybala. And it's Dybala. No way through there. Rashford.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tar. Bellingham. Looking for options for movement. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And it's Smith Rowe. And he's picked it up out wide. He's going for goal! Shot, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Played out to the right. Delivers the ball. Climbs up big! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Tar. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Frimpong. Smith Rowe tries to play it through. Not the most accurate pass. Tar. Robertson. Now it's Dybala. Knocks it into space. That's a simple one for the keeper. Could move up a gear here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Smith Rowe. He's a sharp little ball here. Di Lorenzo. Bellingham. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
There's the start of the second half.
Lazio can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Tar. And it's Neymar. Tchouaméni. Milinkovic-Savic. Here's Dybala. Dybala going face-to-face with his great rival. And he welcomes it in. Oh, his big chance! Must be! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Corner number 3 coming up. Haaland! And again! They've done it! Lazio back on level terms. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Lazio grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Haaland. Big header! Bellingham. Milinkovic-Savic.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Thuram. Now it's Neymar. Here comes the corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Robertson with the clearance. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. It's a promising position. Now that's a fine challenge.
Lazio have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Dybala. And here's Thuram. And it's Bellingham. Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And he's had a hit! Quarter of an hour into the second half. Neymar. Well, that looks a decent ball. Haaland. Pinches it off him. Chouameni. Aims beyond the defence. He's having a shot! Smith Rowe. And the pass is intercepted. Bellingham. Dybala. Great chance! In for the pieces! It's a pretty loose pass. He's gone to goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Neymar. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. Lazio can count themselves very lucky there. They looked fragile.
Their communication skills were lacking then, and they still came out of it with a generous bonus.
Changement. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 14.
Time for changes on
Neymar.
both sides, actually.
Le numéro 21. À leur place, le numéro 5. Le numéro 7.
And here's
Le numéro
Sané.
10. Attention.
And he's intervened well there. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Kante. He's in a good position here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And it's Frimpong. Lazio do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Dybala, Sané, Rice, Camera.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Tar makes the interception. Robertson, and it's Chouameni. And Dybala, passing is crisp and sharp. Frimpong deals with that comfortably. Now it's Haaland. Robertson. Delivered with swing. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivered. He gets big! Oh, should have put that away.
Haaland has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Changement. Le numéro 13.
So there's going to be another change here.
Le numéro
Yeah, they're looking
11.
for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Robertson. Out to the right. And it's Højbjerg. Watkins is flagged offside.
Metz clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Played into space. Kim Min-jae cuts out the pass. Now it's Watkins. Eder Militao. Now it's Sané. Tries to pass it through.
Sané really has the
Chance for a shot! Goal! Metz! And they've got their lead back. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Changement.
Lazio can make their change now with a break in play. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Metz go into the lead.
You have to credit the desire we've just seen here, Peter, the desire to stick to your task and keep on chipping away. Some might have backed off, but not this lot. This is very impressive.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Great vision.
Metz can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Threads one in. Robertson drives it in. It's a mighty effort! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Watkins, Conte.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps
No
additionnel.
unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Now it's Watkins. Oh, that's a fine interception. Camera. Deep into stoppage time. And it's Højbjerg. And the shot's on here. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Højbjerg touches it back. And it's Conte. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, smashing header! He scores! And there we have it, the 2 goal. And there goes the final whistle. Lazio were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Lazio desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in some...